Iceland is the land of abundant, clean and renewable energy.
Welcome to the land of renewable energy.
For this reason, energy is very cheap. My radiators are always on. If my house gets too hot, I'll just open a window. And if I want a relaxing bath, I'll do it in the hot tub. And big energy-hungry companies take advantage of this. Companies like aluminum smelters and e-coin miners. And that's a win-win, right? The aluminum is made from renewable energy sources, and the e-coin mining is only contributing to the overall elevation of human stupidity without polluting the environment in the process. And that's something they should really use in the marketing materials. And what do you know? They do.
We run state-of-the-art data centers in Iceland that are powered by green and renewable energy.
Except they are lying. Well, it's complicated. The Icelandic energy producer sells the certificates of origin for the energy they produce. And bear with me here because things are about to get extremely stupid. They sell the certificates to companies in Europe so they can pretend to have used clean energy in their production. They do this to comply with local laws and regulations on pollution, and so that they can tell their customers that they make their products using green energy. So even though there is no physical link between Iceland and Flanders in Belgium, for example, a company in Flanders gets to claim to have used the clean energy produced in Iceland in their bookkeeping and marketing materials. That means that the Icelandic company cannot claim to have used the same energy, even though they most certainly did. Their energy bills will even say that their energy was produced by a mix of nuclear power and fossil fuels, even though we have none of those plants in Iceland, and no physical link to any other country that does. And don't worry if you think this doesn't make any sense. These certificates of origin really are as dumb as they sound. They are almost an NFT level of dumb. Perhaps they should come with a picture of an ape or something. What has effectively happened here is that Icelanders sold their soul to big polluting companies in Europe in an effort to fight climate change somehow.
Why don't you sell your soul to me? How much you got? $5? Deal.
The argument is that this incentivizes energy producers to produce clean energy because then they can sell these certificates on an open market in Europe, effectively absolving big polluting companies of their sins and putting them on the back of their actual customers. Imagine if Jeepus came down and healed you of your crabs, but didn't mention that he shifted your crabs to someone else. Except the pollution is still happening and it affects us all, so it would be like Jeepus had shifted your crabs onto your girlfriend. And don't worry, it gets worse. The companies in Iceland are getting caught with their pants down. They still claim to use renewable energy in their marketing materials.
One of the reasons we're located where we are is to take advantage of the natural benefits of an environment that has 100% renewable power without the green premium.
Even though their electric bills says otherwise. So who's lying here? Is it the company in Flanders or the company in Iceland? Well, if you have any common sense, you know it's the company in Flanders that's lying. But if you have no common sense like a lawyer, then the company in Iceland is lying. But there really is no consequence for the company in Iceland, so they will just continue to claim they use clean energy, and so will the company in Flanders, effectively double counting the megawatt hour of energy while everyone conveniently ignores the megawatt hour that was produced by burning coal. Even the final reports from the government agency responsible for publishing the data for Iceland, showing that 63% of Iceland's energy comes from fossil fuels, does so with a disclaimer that only 0.01% of Iceland's energy is produced by burning fossil fuels. Well, which is it? Do Icelanders need to stop telling you that we use 100% renewable energy?
We don't mean to brag, but we gave up domestic heating with dirty coals and oil way before it was cool.
Well, yes, we sold our souls. That's how it works. But how much would it cost to get it back? Some estimations suggest that I would need to pay about $1 a month for my certificate of origin.
I gotta have my soul back. I'll do anything you want.
This program makes the Icelandic energy producers $14 million a year. Dollars that they say they can use to invest in more clean energy. Basically, it will go some way towards building yet another dam, being pushed by investors and politicians that will put a huge area of land underwater for centuries to come, removing countless of waterfalls and destroying habitats in the process, so we can power another aluminum smelter or something and make a bunch of money selling more meaningless certificates. What can I say? We like money, so bring cash and a gas mask. I've heard that Iceland produces 63% of its energy burning fossil fuels.
And with great power comes great responsibility. To enjoy it. Scout!